So there's two things that make this fuel special. First of all, we make it just from air, water and electricity. So those are our starting materials. But when we end up, the fuel is identical or even better than existing fossil fuel. So it'll work in today's cars, trains, aeroplanes and the like. So this is really where the magic happens. We've got to the point where we've got hydrogen and carbon monoxide. So the hydrogen and carbon monoxide come into this reactor here, which is a number of tubes packed with catalyst. And what goes in is hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and what comes out the bottom is our target fuel. So this is the key reactor in our whole process.
Please enjoy, in the meantime, the refreshments and the food, and we will see you later. Thank you very much. Expression, any engine.
The relevance of Formula One in this space is that this will be one of the platforms where these fuels are first deployed, because Formula One, does things like that. It's world famous for pioneering new technologies, new ideas, and then eventually bringing them to the mainstream, and so it will be with fuel. This is a point often made that the biggest carbon footprint in Formula One is not with the cars, but with, for instance, the spectators coming in their cars, or all of the freight and the people coming across the globe in aeroplanes. True, but you do have to start somewhere, and starting in a place where technology can be driven at a very, very fast pace, developed in terms of its quality, but also towards reducing cost. You start at the center of it, and what happens later is that all of that knowledge and development propagates to those wider aspects.
Are we rolling on all cameras?
Rolling? Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Just me, got it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to follow in the trend how the world is growing, of course, to be sustainable fuel and like zero and are producing. But for me, what I want is that making sure when we transition to that kind of system, which we need to have the same less energy transition that we have with these current, let's say, F1 cars that we have in the engines, because we don't want to produce a reduced engine horsepower, more, let's say, less effect on the management with the battery level. So we need to making sure everything like that is stay exactly or almost identical, but then following the trend is the world going, because you don't want to change the DNA of motorsports or Formula One in general.